Hold up. Hello.
Hi, everybody.
Welcome to NIGHTCOOP. Hi. Hi. Welcome to NIGHTCOOP. What's going on here with my dang? Gotta scoot that out.
There's a grocery store in Connecticut called Stu Leonard's, and within the Stu Leonard's there is a giant Twinkie that comes out of a container, if you will, and it's a little cartoon Twinkie. And when you press the button, it comes up and it goes, "Hi, I'm Twinkie the Kid."
Yeah, and you know what? I do think that a lot of our inspiration for most of our artistic things, there's a little bit of influence from Stu Leonard's in there.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely. It's one of the best places on earth.
But you can't bring it up without mentioning the fact that the founder of it
He did go to jail. He did his time. He
changed
the weight
of the scales.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was actually a crazy story because everyone, when you're in a small state like that, you feel personally affected by the decisions made by the big guys.
Yeah. Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Anyways, welcome to NIGHTCOOP. We understand we're a little bit late this week.
We are.
I was kind of sick yesterday.
I'm now a little bit not great.
I think it's the allergies.
Okay.
I really do think so because
I'm really hoping so. I cannot afford
Me neither.
to
I know.
do the whole thing.
I know. Me neither. So that's why I've been taking a lot of precautions, et cetera, not really doing anything until the shows this week. But, you know.
Hopefully we will be spick and
span? Like a pan that you wash? Spick and span?
Is that what that means?
Spick and span, I think it means like clean.
Yeah.
So, but it's normally reserved for, I think, like...
Hopefully Kelly and I will take a bath and
we'll be spick and span. Okay.
Both got buns up.
But this is how you know, really. I mean, we know we're late, but the buns up, because Allie specifically told me a few weeks ago, she goes, we got to stop with the buns up. But buns up, bitch.
Put your buns up.
No, that should be
like that.
That should be a thing.
The buns up.
Buns up.
Because buns out, nobody cares.
No, but buns
Buns
up?
up?
That means a bitch means business.
Yeah.
If a bitch puts her hair in a bun, it's fucking go time.
Can you let us know? I think merch-wise, buns up.
Buns up is something. Yeah.
But then we would
But
have
we're
to
not
wear
talk-
buns all the time, wouldn't we?
No, not really. I mean, it would be more so like we got to get down to business.
Yeah.
Buns are up. Buns up. Love it. I love it. Do
I
you
love
guys?
it.
Who knows?
Let's do the news.
Let's do the news. Okay. So my first thing is a middle school in New York and its food vendor, Aramark, apologized after students were served chicken and waffles along with watermelon on the first day of Black History Month. Now, okay, which does sound bad. It sounds very bad. And I agree.
Sounds very bad, but also chicken and waffles and watermelon
Sounds
really
great.
good right now.
I know. So I'm like conflicted where it's like, okay, obviously maybe not do that on the first day. You're making a statement whether on purpose or by accident.
It was wrong.
It was wrong.
Wrong time, great idea.
Yeah. But I think
Watermelon sounds great.
I know watermelon sounds great right now. But also if I were a student at middle school and I got chicken and waffles for lunch.
Amped.
Yeah, I mean, I don't even know if you really would care. Also, correct me if I'm wrong, but I feel like racism in this country has become so apparent and wrong that the little things a lot of people don't give a shit about as much anymore. It's more so the bigger things.
Yeah, we got bigger issues than
If they made chicken and
serving
waffles
chicken and waffles
for lunch.
We do. We have bigger issues than that, folks.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah. Because I think that people...
Well, it's kind of like those videos that the guy makes where he walks around, and I find these videos stupid, but he walks around and he's in like essentially a costume, like a Halloween costume with a sombrero type of deal.
Okay.
And then he goes into areas of people where it's not like hyper liberal areas where it's just like,
oh, I've seen this guy,
know,
and he's like, "Are you offended by my costume?" And it's Mexican people saying no.
yeah,
Yeah,
essentially.
yeah,
Yeah.
and it's like, you're shady. You're shady.
I don't
You know what you're
trust it.
doing.
You know what you're doing.
You know what
I
it
don't
is?
trust it.
It's
something
this,
about it.
It's this idea where you know that this type of woke culture has not affected this area yet. you're taking advantage of the fact that they do not have that, not knowledge, but like, you're taking advantage that they're not caught up to, exactly. It's not on their radar.
Yeah.
So then you're using their inaccess to resources as a way to prove your point. Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's fucked.
Yeah, it's
no, I've
weird.
seen that little guy. And it's stupid.
Yeah, he's kind of a jerk off.
He is a jerk off.
You're a jerk off.
All these people that are trying to prove any point ever, nonstop, all the time with YouTube are jerk offs.
Yeah.
No offense. Besides Jake Silberman, friend of ours, he makes some good
great.
videos running around.
Yeah.
But he doesn't necessarily force anybody to have an opinion. He just asks for this.
Yeah.
There's
He's
a
not
difference.
instigating anything.
Yeah, there's a difference. I feel like there are a lot of people that purposefully try to sway. They pick people where they go, this person is going to give the opinion that I want them to give.
Right.
So I'm going to capture them on tape. And then before you know it, people are like, well, I saw that this person said, whatever.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Chicken and waffles.
Chicken and waffles. Wrong day. Sounds good, though.
Yes, definitely. Okay. My first story is that in Michigan, a man was left with a $1,000 bill after his 6-year-old son ordered through DoorDash through many different restaurants.
And so
He was supposed to be playing a game on the phone.
And he was just
And
ordering
instead,
food.
he ordered a ton of food. You're in trouble.
You're in trouble. Oh, my goodness.
I know.
Oh.
Oopsie.
Oopsie.
I wonder if you could.
How old was the
contact
kid?
6.
Ah, come on. You don't know any better. You're 6.
Do you call who do you call? I mean, it's like the time when I was like 7 years old and we were at the pool and I thought it would be fun to dial 911 on the phone. And then once somebody was like, this is a 911 operator, I hung up the phone because I was like, oh, I thought you needed money to use the payphone, but I guess not for 911.
Yeah.
And then the cop car came.
Yeah.
And do you not remember this?
No, I do remember it. I just am wondering if you should stop stirring the ice in hopes that it will not pick up on the microphone. And you keep stirring the ice. And it's fine that
Distracting me.
Don't do it. Don't stir your ice. Yes, you can sip it. But don't. Yes.
Yes,
Okay.
ma'am. But anyway, do you remember that?
I do remember that. Yes.
I accidentally called the cops.
She accidentally called the cops.
And they showed up.
At
They
the
rolled
pool.
up, and I was like, oh well. I mean, like, thanks for coming. But I'm
Thanks for
fine.
reaching out.
I was really ashamed, actually.
Well, of
I was
course.
so embarrassed.
You didn't mean to cause a scene.
No,
Wow.
I was just trying to play phone.
I wonder what kind of food the kid ordered. Like, was it just like kid food, like McDonald's, or was he like, I want to be experienced? Well, he like ordered, snails or something. Can you order snails on Postmates? Wait, where were they? Michigan?
No way.
Yeah, there's no way. They don't
There's
got
no
that
way.
kind of cuisine up there. I don't
He was
think.
probably ordering like Chili's and
Popeyes.
frickin- Yeah.
Ooh, Popeyes sounds good.
Popeyes
Now
does
I'm on the
sound
fried chicken mindset.
Yeah. I made fried chicken tenders yesterday.
And are they good?
They were good. Did Bruce eat his?
I don't know. I ate all my lemon chicken, though. Why are we telling them this?
I made lemon chicken.
I personally ate all the lemon chicken.
I'm glad you liked it.
It was very good. Okay. So did you hear about this earthquake in Syria?
No.
Oh, it's a bad one.
Oh, yes, I did. I heard about it last night.
Yes. It's got like 6,000 deaths or something. Absolutely crazy. But a baby girl was reportedly rescued. She was found in the rubble. A little baby girl. I know. And I mean, the mom didn't make it, which is horrible. But the little baby did. I mean, talk about a little miracle, a little gift to be able.
Yeah.
Thank God they
Made it
found
through.
her.
Yeah. Oh, it's terrifying.
It is terrifying.
It's terrifying.
She doesn't look thrilled in the photo either.
Also, a second ago, I giggled, but it was not because of Kelly's story. It was because while she was telling the story, she moved my hair.
Oh, yeah,
Like,
yeah.
And
Well,
so it made me laugh
yeah.
because I was like, she's saying this horrible
The story, and then I'm also
and
like, you got something, so let me just. No, I know it's an absolutely horrible story, which is crazy because they're already going through enough over there. Oh my god, they're already going through enough over there, so it's like to add an earthquake on top of it.
And now I'm laughing, let everybody know, because Kelly pot calling the kettle black.
I started playing with my straw and playing with the ice. Okay, whatever. Okay, we can't be trusted. We can't be trusted with the straw and the ice and the whatever. All right. Anyways, I thought that was. I know it's a dark story, but it's the light within the dark. So I thought.
Ooh.
Well, no, and
Ooh, Kelly.
which I'm taking from The Last of Us. If anyone is watching The Last of Us, please let me know.
You stole that just now?
No, it's
the light within the
no.
dark?
There's some other phrase that they use, but it's about like in the darkness, look for the light or something. I don't know, but it reminded me of this where it's like, oh yeah, you're kind of looking for the light within the dark or whatever it is. It doesn't matter if you're watching The Last of Us. Let me know because I have been yelling about it. I can't. No one watches TV with me in this household. No one cares about the things
Kelly,
that I
what
watch.
are you talking about?
Oh, well, no, we did watch all of Too Hot to Handle, which also just as scary as The Last of Us, to be honest.
Kelly and I, all we do, like, what's funny is that when we watch Too Hot to Handle, like, it's these stunning people, and Kelly and I just, like, we just fucking make fun of them the entire time.
Yeah, it is very funny because, like, they'll be absolutely beautiful, and then, like, you look at them for too long, and you're like, are they weird looking?
Yeah, some of them are kind of weird looking. In fact, I would say a lot of them are kind of ugly.
They're not ugly.
If you're on Too Hot to Handle, you're ugly.
If you're not Too Hot to Handle, you suck. No, but I do think. Can I just tell you this one part of the? No, I can't. I want to tell you this one part of The Last of Us so you understand how scarring this visual is, and you're gonna be like, I don't want to hear it. It's so disgusting.
Well, now I feel like you have to say it.
Okay, so for those of you who have not, I'm not really spoiling much because obviously you know that the two people that the main story is about are the two on the poster. Okay, so not everybody lives. Okay, whatever, right? This one woman goes out by this zombie type of fungus person who decides to infect her by going through her mouth.
What do you mean by going through her
Like,
mouth?
so all of their mouths, like when this fungus attacks, they have like these like feelers that come through their mouth. And they decided to do the shot where this person decides to just do it through her mouth. I've been upset about it for like 36 hours.
So you gave it to me. Now I live with it too.
It's not the grossest thing you've ever heard.
It's disgusting.
I know.
Some people, whoever you're writing
I'm
these
like,
things,
who
you need to
wrote
talk
this?
to somebody.
I'm like,
That's
who
disgusting.
wrote this? This is disgusting.
That's disgusting. We're moving on.
I know.
We're moving on.
Well, now you understand why I'm like, I need to tell somebody how disgusting this is. But at least you didn't have to see it.
At least. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Another funeral home discovers woman presumed dead is still alive. Woman 83 was found breathing after her body arrived at the New York funeral home just days after an Iowa care center was fined $10,000 over a similar incident.
Oh my God, this is the second one they've sent?
It's the second one that's happened recently, where people show up at the funeral home and it's as though they're supposed to be,
burned or whatever. Not burned, but cremated. Cremated or just buried? Burned. When I go out, you better burn me to a crisp. This one's got to be oven roasted. This one you put in the brick oven. This one. Oh my God. Oh, that's horrible.
Anyway.
Yeah, good.
Anyway. So, if I...
You better cook me like a Neapolitan pizza.
If you pronounce me dead and I'm not dead, I will never forgive you.
I will never forgive you. I am crawling out of the motherfucking casket and
you're beating your ass. If you pronounce me dead and I'm not.
I am using my last breaths to beat your ass.
Calling me dead?
If I'm not dead and you're calling me dead, you're telling everybody around that I'm dead. Meanwhile, I'm just asleep.
It's arguably the worst rumor of all time.
Which is just asleep?
I mean, they were unwell. It's not as though
you could see where the confusion came into play,
but they were still breathing. Yes,
that's all you gotta know. Are they breathing or not?
I know. It's like the one thing
it's
you check.
The
isn't
one
it?
thing. Oh well, she stops playing Scrabble. Thought she was dead.
Hasn't cooked in days. Must be dead.
Must be dead. I don't know. Oh my God.
I know.
I'd be so annoyed.
I know. Me too.
When you wake up, what do you do? You're laying there and you're like, what are you doing?
Hi.
Hey. I'm still here. I can't even imagine.
I know.
Wow. Okay. So the last thing I want to talk about is this Chinese balloon.
Circling about.
Now, let me be very clear. I understand that there are many other people that are more of an expert on this Chinese balloon than I ever will be. That does not mean I will not talk about it. That does not mean I will not give my 2 cents. And that's what NIGHTCOOP is about.
It's just an incredible thing to.
What do you mean?
What do you mean a balloon?
What do you mean? And they shot it down or whatever.
Yeah, they.
Yeah. But it seems like a villain move from the Powerpuff Girls.
It really does.
We're going to send a balloon. I don't know why my Chinese accent is British, probably because I really can't do a Chinese accent on here. That would be bad.
That would be not
So
great.
instead, let's just pretend to British. Anyways, can you imagine being like, I have a plan. One big balloon. They'll never guess it's us. They'll never guess it.
Yeah, and then it's like, we know immediately it's you.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like, there was no, who could it be?
Yeah. It was like,
it's China.
It's China. No, that is the thing. Unfortunately, China, you are kind of the first guess for a lot of things.
Yeah, and if it was going to be who has the balloon, I'm guessing China.
I'm guessing China. You guys are great at making plastic things. What it is?
Yeah, no,
It's an
definitely,
insult.
definitely.
That's the thing.
If there was like a rogue, like a giant hawk flying around, I'd be like, that's Russia.
Giant hawk, yeah. Big bird,
Big bird,
Russia. I think, yeah. Yeah. Big croissant, France. I should join the UN. Really mix it up in there.
You would say 2 words and people would be like, she's from America.
That's an American if I ever seen one. I'd be like, look, Putin. All right, Putin. You think you're all smart over there?
Where the hell is Greta Thunberg?
Get me Greta.
I want to see her with my own eyes.
I want to see that braid bitch right now.
She comes into the room. You look 40.
Hey, Greta, you look like shit. You know what? It doesn't. What's crazy is it doesn't matter how many years go by. Everyone is still gonna say she's 14. It doesn't matter what happens.
I thought she was 11.
She's been 14 for 9 years.
I like, it's so bad, but like, whenever I see stuff about her, I'm like, I don't care.
I know. I don't.
I
I'm like,
don't know
good
what
for
it
you.
is.
It's
Good for
something
you.
where I'm like, me and Greta, I want to exist on the same. I want to run parallel to Greta. I don't want to ever be perpendicular with Greta.
No.
I don't want to cross paths. There's no need.
No, there's no need.
Her and I can coexist living totally different lives.
Yeah. And what she's doing is phenomenal.
There's nothing wrong with what
there's
she's
nothing
doing.
wrong with what she's doing. One might argue it might be a better job done by an adult, but
No, well, the problem is just no adult is doing it.
yeah, that's the issue. You gotta have a fucking kid do it.
Yeah, but
it's insane.
we gotta get another hairstylist.
Oh my god.
Go with the
so
braid.
funny.
I mean, I just find it hard to believe that you have this much press and you're not making any money off of it.
Yeah, it's a little ridiculous to me.
Yeah. You know, she's incredible for the environment. In terms of personal investment, I don't know. Go ahead.
And last one, mystery man leaves human jawbone at California police station.
Mystery man.
Mystery man. Yeah. He left what appeared to be animal remains and the jawbone at the San Bernardino Police Department. And they're trying to figure out why.
Maybe he was like, could be a dinosaur.
Yeah, maybe he found it. He was like, I feel like there's some place that this should go and it should go to the police.
You know
but
what?
I don't really want to get involved.
I don't think it's that weird of a thing to do.
I don't think it's that bizarre either, actually, because what would you do if you found a human jaw? I would bring it to the police.
But I also wouldn't want to be involved because
Right.
it would be like, I don't want you thinking that I did it.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm just going to drop off this jaw and I'll see you guys
let me know if you
later.
need anything.
I'll be at the bar.
I'll leave my phone number. If you need me, call me. But
I
do me a
didn't
favor,
really-
don't call me.
I looked at it. I said, this does look a little human.
And I think I need to bring it to somebody.
But yeah.
Yeah.
I think he did the right thing.
I think so too.
Unless
he did do it.
unless he did do it, then we got to find this
That
mystery
he
man.
unfortunately is involved, but that was his own doing.
Yeah. Well, they would have to be like, hey, I'm so sorry I did this years ago.
Yeah.
Here's the jaw. Maybe he is like a serial killer, though, who is like annoyed that no one has got on his track yet. So he's like, let me just kickstart this case real quick.
Yeah, people aren't paying enough attention to me. Maybe I should drop off a jawbone.
Yeah. I don't know. All righty. This or that?
Let's do it.
All right, this or that this week we did celebrities.
All right.
Okay. Reese Witherspoon or Adele?
Reese Witherspoon.
Are you sure?
Positive.
Really?
No doubt in my mind. I watched a video of Adele the other night singing at her different Grammy performances. Honestly, half of them, little pitchy.
Really?
Yeah, that's how I saw it. I was like, she's okay.
Adele. I love Adele. I love Adele. Do I think, though, that Reese Witherspoon is always going to hold a special place in my heart due to Legally Blonde? Yes. Legally Blonde is a staple for any woman ever.
Ever. And on top of that, like, Reese Witherspoon, I just think is a very, very, very good person. Not that Adele isn't, but I like a lot that Reese Witherspoon has, like, said.
Yeah.
It comes out of her mouth.
Yeah, I think she's really good in terms of, like, helping female directors, producers.
Yeah.
Really top notch there.
Whereas Adele, I mean, you sing nice.
I think Adele is a
You sing
lovely person.
Yep.
I think Reese Witherspoon is a little more my speed, probably.
That's how I feel, too.
Yeah. Still like them both, though.
I like them both. Like them both a lot.
I really only did between people that we both like.
Oh, okay. All right. Interesting. Okay. Ready?
Go ahead. Uh-huh.
Paul Rudd
Okay.
or Seth Rogen?
Ooh. Seth Rogen.
Really?
Yeah, I'm not a huge Paul Rudd person. I think Seth Rogen is funnier. I don't know what it is. I think Paul Rudd is like a vice president and Seth Rogen is a president.
I think I go with Paul Rudd.
Really?
Strictly off of I Love You, Man.
Really?
Yep, because the Ant-Man bullshit, I don't give a fuck about any of that.
That's the thing, too.
I don't care about Ant-Man at all.
I like how Seth Rogen makes pots.
That's pretty cool. Oh, boy.
I don't know if you do go Paul Rudd, actually.
But to be honest with you, I really, Sausage Party was a lot. That was a lot to take in. There was also, This Is the End, a couple of moments in that one. A lot to take in.
I don't remember Sausage Party.
There was like a fucking, I don't know how long of a scene at the end of all the food fucking each other.
I remember you telling me this. I don't think I've seen it.
Ridiculous scene. I mean, borderline unforgivable.
Really?
This scene.
Yeah, I mean, and Paul Rudd wouldn't have done that, I suppose.
Paul Rudd, a little bit more of a gentleman.
A little bit more of a gentleman.
I go Paul Rudd.
I think. I didn't think about that. You know what, too, is that I don't like weed culture. And Seth Rogen is a lot of... But they are... it's a tough one. Again, tough one.
It's a tough one. I love them both. I think they're great.
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay. Gordon Ramsay or Emerald?
Oh, God.
You're going... What you're doing is... Gordon
Ramsay.
Really?
No.
Yeah.
Emerald.
Yeah.
Emerald Lagasse.
Yeah. Because what you're doing is you're going between somebody who said, I'm going to do well, and you're going between the OG and the
guy who made shows.
Yes.
Made shows.
Yes.
He's a personality chef more than he is somebody who I think I would want to have dinner with.
Yes.
I want to have dinner with Emerald Lagasse.
Well, yeah. Yeah, that's how I feel too.
Like in his home.
Yes.
Like I want to be comfortable in his home.
Yes.
Hanging out for hours.
Yes. Yes.
Gordon Ramsay, to me, not so much.
I don't think I'd feel comfortable the whole time.
No.
I'd feel very comfortable with Emerald, though.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. Okay, go ahead.
Shakespeare or Beethoven?
Oh, Beethoven.
Same.
Shakespeare could fucking...
Oh, God.
Shut up. I mean, what the hell was he saying?
I don't know.
I mean, I'm sure people thought the same thing about Beethoven, but... Was he blind and deaf?
I forget.
Just blind?
He had something.
Well, he must have been deaf, right? Which
he was deaf. I think he was blind and deaf.
That doesn't make any sense. Was he Beethoven deaf? Was he deaf? Because that's insane. He had hearing difficulties with his hearing decades. Sometime in 1798, when he was about 28, by the time he was 44 or 45, he was totally deaf and unable to converse unless he passed written notes back and forth.
Wait a minute. So he wasn't even deaf the whole time?
No, he started off deaf, and then he started off fine, and then...
And then he became deaf by the time he was 44, 45?
Yeah.
So he had plenty of time to know what he was doing before he became deaf. When did he write his big symphonies?
I think probably after
he was deaf?
Yes. Okay. I think that's why it was impressive.
That's why it was impressive.
Yes.
Because I'm going...
What's the big deal?
Well, I mean, it's still incredible symphonies. Don't get me wrong.
Yeah, he is an odd-looking guy, though. I mean, he...
Yeah. Kind of looks like Matt Johnson.
Now, if you put it between Beethoven and Edgar Allan Poe, I'm going Poe. Oh! Poe tops all these fucking freaks. Fucking freaks.
Shakespeare can freaking kick rocks.
Yeah.
That's how I feel.
He just, snoozer.
Oh my God, I had no clue. I had no clue what everybody was doing.
I know.
You could not pay me to understand what the fuck he was talking about.
It's easier for me to read hieroglyphics. It is easier for me to read cave drawings than it is to understand what the hell Shakespeare was trying to get at.
I did a TikTok the other day where I said that I was speaking Old English, and I said like thou and thy and that type of stuff.
Yeah.
I don't know if you guys knew this. That's not Old English. That's modern English. That's early modern English, like Shakespeare. There's a difference.
It's all
And
old.
That's what I said.
It's
I
all
said in the
older than
comment,
now.
I said anything before 1900. Thought it was just classified as old as hell.
Yeah. Yeah.
And like numerous people were like, I came here to say the same thing.
Fuck
off.
I came here to tell you. You know what she's saying.
You know what I mean.
Yeah. Yeah. I love your commenters because I think for the most part they support you. But other times I'm like, who the fuck gives a shit? Oh my God.
I really do love my support, but at the same time, if you try and educate me, unless it's like a serious thing, you're not going to get very far because I just won't. I'm like, all right, calm down. Anyway, go ahead.
All right. Adam Sandler or Jonah Hill?
Oh, Adam Sandler.
Yeah.
Sorry.
I know, but I
Sorry,
think Jonah Hill would respect that choice. I think he would be like, you know what, Adam Sandler has given us so much. Whereas Jonah Hill isn't cast as the lead in as much as Adam Sandler created leads for himself.
Yeah, and I think Adam Sandler has taken like a lot of risks for being silly, not necessarily being like universally appreciated.
Yeah.
I think he takes more risks. He's like, I'm doing what I think is funny.
Yeah.
And Rob Schneider's here for the ride.
And Rob Schneider is here. I'm sorry, but he is here. Yeah. No, I love Adam Sandler. I think that he just, but I mean, a lot of people, you either love Adam Sandler or you're like, he's annoying. I didn't realize that for the longest time.
Well, I think probably people feel the same about you and I.
Probably. Your turn.
And my last one, Ariana Grande while she was dating Pete Davidson or
Okay.
Pete Davidson?
Pete Davidson.
I really liked the album that she came out with when she was dating Pete Davidson.
Oh, I just don't really, I like Ariana Grande. I don't really understand her essence though.
I think I saw a video last night of the Seven Rings video or whatever, and I was like, this was a fucking
She
time
had some
for her.
bops.
This
Yeah,
was
she
really
had some
it.
bops. Now
This
she's
is really
married
it.
and she's chilling.
And she's like making her skin paler.
Is she really?
I don't know if she's doing it on purpose.
Oh.
But it's like one of those weird things where it's like she just, I mean, talk about settled down and like just
Oh,
kinda,
she's trying to be.
she used to be, used to be
Maybe
like fun.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean,
I go
she
with
should
Pete
do whatever
Davidson.
makes her happy, considering the whole bomb and the whatever thing that happened.
Oh, definitely.
Do whatever makes you
Girl's
happy.
been through the freaking ringer.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But
I support her 100%. I do go with Pete Davidson.
I do go with Pete Davidson. as
I
well.
like Pete Davidson. I know that a lot of people don't, and that's fine.
He seems fine.
He seems fine. I'm sorry that you can't date every woman that you've ever wanted to, and he can.
Jealousy is a disease.
Jealousy
girl.
is a disease.
And people are always like, he's ugly. I don't get it. And it's like he wouldn't be the first unconventionally attractive person to get laid a bunch.
Yeah. Like, what do you
Have you ever
talking about?
gone to a small town? There's like one guy who rakes it in.
Yeah.
And he's not good looking at all.
Yeah, and on top of that, like, have you noticed that Pete Davidson is funny? Like, this is easy.
It's easy.
He's funny.
Once you're
That's it.
funny, I mean, you've got it in the bag
Yeah.
with somebody.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
Yeah. Alrighty. I have a what the clock.
Okay. I have an egg on my face, but
Okay.
go ahead with the clock.
All right, so I was at a work event in Dallas, and so I had a meeting with the AV team prior to meeting, and everything seemed fine.
Yeah.
Everything seemed fine. And so we get down to where the thing is, the meeting, and the AV team is like not set up yet. The meeting's supposed to start in like 10 minutes. I'm like, you know what? This isn't really my fault. Not my problem, because we checked in, whatever. The cameras aren't on. The microphone isn't working. The clicker isn't working. You got these two guys. They're like, I don't know what to do. Everyone's annoyed with each other. Okay.
Yeah.
This was the thing that made me go, what the clock? So we're supposed to have when someone speaks at their table, they're supposed to talk into a microphone so the live feed can pick up their voices, right? So they start doing some questions. There's no microphone. And so I run over to the AV guy and I go, hey, is there a microphone for people to use? He turns, points at 5 microphones all set up, not put on tables. And he goes, yeah, all those are ready to go. And I looked at him and I go, and we didn't think to... And he was like smiling at me, and I'm like, I'll just fucking do it. So I take the microphones, I put them down.
Yeah.
So I put the microphones down, and then don't get me wrong, okay? I love the company I work for, and if any of you listen to this, listen, you guys are great. But I put the microphones down. I go, feel free to use the microphones. Now, when I say feel free, what I'm saying is use it. Okay.
Yeah.
The microphones are all on the tables. And nobody is using them. And I'm
you tried, huh?
I tried until finally the CEO was like, can you tell them to use the microphones? And I was like, everybody. I was like, the CEO has something to say. Please use the microphones. And I'm like, but why wouldn't you just listen to me?
Well, because you said, did you say if you want to at first? What did you say first?
Feel free?
Feel free. I guess I didn't.
I guess I didn't feel free.
Feel free to do it. Yeah.
I don't know. But him turning and going, yeah, they're all set up right there. I was like, what? This is the kind of stuff. The blissful
just
unawareness of
it's all good.
It's all good. It's not, actually.
Yeah.
They're annoyed. Yeah.
And in turn, I'm annoyed.
Yeah, exactly.
I hear you.
Yeah.
I hear you.
Go ahead.
My egg on my face is that, so I'm a manager of some folks. And the other day, I said something along the lines of, I now finally remember what it was. Somebody in my department was saying how they thought a certain celebrity was attractive, and they were like, but nobody say anything. And I was like, oh, trust me, what happens in the patisserie stays in the patisserie. We're a crew. Mm-hmm. And they looked at me like I was this just old idiot.
Well, gang's all here.
Well, God, hey, don't you worry. I'm cool. You can say anything you
You
want.
can say whatever in front of me, dog. They're literally, ew.
Literally.
How old are they? 20. 20. So they're you're over here just
I'm like, trust me, guys. I got your back. We're all. And then I literally looked at them and I was like, I sound so old now. And they laughed and they were like, no, it's okay.
And you're like, no, yeet, yeet.
I was like, would it be bad if you guys one day found out you were my closest friend? Oh, it's so funny. But yeah, sometimes I say things and I'm like, I'm pushing 30.
I really am. All right, get my walker. Okay. Yeah.
Sometimes it shocks me, because I think I'm a delight, but also it's they want me in the office.
Yeah, that happened to me on this work trip. I said to this, we were hanging out at this bar, and this guy was like, "Oh, where'd you go to school?" And I was like, "I went to TCU," and he was like, "Oh, when'd you graduate?" And I was like, "Oh, 2015." And he looked at me and he goes, I graduated 2021. Like in this way of like, oh,
okay.
You're old. And I was like, first of all,
respect your elders.
first of all, it was December of 2015. Thanks. Secondly, fuck off, you little youngin'. Okay?
Yeah, totally.
I was just trying to have a conversation.
I know.
Now you're making me feel like I'm a granny rolling up over here. And you know what? Does anyone know where you are? Does anybody know where you are this late? Oh, 2021. Do your parents know you're here still? All right.
We've got beef?
We've got beef. Okay. So mine is, you've already heard this story, but I literally need to tell all of you this story. So I was at the airport, and yes, there was a very long delay because we were leaving out of Dallas and there was a lot of snow. Okay. So you really had to get there at least 2 hours early, like they tell you to. Right. So I'm in line.
Everybody knows this. It's been suggested how many times to get to the airport 2 hours early.
I don't know. It doesn't matter what you have. TSA, clear. It doesn't matter. Get there early.
So, because let me tell you something. I'm having a drink before that damn flight.
Yeah. So, anyways, so I'm waiting in this line. It says 50 minutes at the end of the line. Okay. It says 50 minutes through security. Okay. So I'm standing with this one woman who has a flight at 12:30. Mine's at 1, and another woman that has one at 2. Okay. So we're all standing together. We're having a fine time, chatting it up, blah, blah, blah.
Yeah.
I'm being positive. I'm like, we're going to make it. It's going to be fine. We move about 20 minutes up through the line. Everything's fine. Everything's good. All of a sudden, this dumb LA bitch comes walking up in her stupid little outfit, okay? The airport, it's snowing outside. She's still, it doesn't matter. She walks up, she goes, hi, the line is really long and my flight's at 1. Do you mind if I cut? Now, you know that I'm already like, who the fuck do you think you is? Who the fuck do you think you are, girl? Like, first of all, it doesn't ask any of us what time our flights are.
Yeah.
Okay, so it's not like, meanwhile, you have me who's on the 1 o'clock flight, this one woman who got here super early, and then 12:30, somebody who's even earlier, right?
Yeah.
So I said, I go, well, honestly, the line is moving a lot quicker.
Yeah. Than we thought.
And then we thought, I go, and we were all the way back there. She goes, no. It's like so long back there. Like I literally don't know what to do. So the woman from Kansas goes, I mean, you can cut in front of us. It's fine. Okay. So now this chick who's cut in line.
She would have gotten a hard no from me.
Is giving me this look of like, wow. Like, I can't believe you tried to make me go to the back. And I'm like, I don't fucking make you go to the back.
Bitch.
Yeah. So I go, are you going to Los Angeles? She goes, yeah. And I go, yeah, me too. So
now what?
So she turns to the woman from Kansas, and looks at her and goes, thank you for being so nice to me.
I will.
And I was like, I will literally.
If I didn't have to get on this plane right now.
If I didn't have to board this plane with you right now.
Oh
so
my God.
I am like fuming at this point. I look like shit. My eyeliner is like dripping down my face. I'm like, I don't give a fuck if I look like I just crawled in off the street. I will kick your ass. So we're going through the line. We're moving through the line. She's like, I don't know if we're going to make it. I'm like, literally, shut up. You're in front of somebody who needs to get there faster than we do. You're not helping anybody's situation. Okay?
Yeah.
We get to the part.
Oh my God, useless.
We get to the part where they're about to check IDs. Okay. And the woman that's behind me, the 12:30, I go, here, go in front of me. Like, go, because it'll be faster.
Yeah.
The woman from Kansas says to her, go in front of me. That woman, the fucking California bitch, just stood there and was like, didn't let her go in front of her. Didn't.
Unbelievable.
And I was like, I will, like, it's the
You gotta just pray that the universe is gonna take care of people like that. You know what I mean?
Well, then, of course, the woman from Kansas goes, yeah, she said she fell on her way in there. And I was like, oopsies.
Oh, no.
She fell.
Oh, no.
I'd believe it if somebody pushed her. You know? I just can't stand these entitled fucking bitches out here.
I know.
It's like they never heard the word no.
Never.
I mean, you and I, if we were standing there, we would have been like, yeah, sucks. I don't know. Imagine how many other people in line have an earlier flight than you.
Yeah.
It's the complete disregard for other people. You
Thank God I
snooze, you
wasn't there.
fucking lose.
You and I would have been a brick wall.
Oh my God. I mean, I was a bitch. Go ahead.
I've got beef. with stuff being put in the wrong spot. Listen, twice this week.
Okay.
Twice this week.
Uh-huh.
I went to buy things that were on the clearance. I get to the register. They try and tell me not on clearance.
Both things?
Both things.
What the fuck?
I go, no. No. Don't make me look like an asshole. And asking like, well, it was in the clearance spot. Now we're in a fight. Now we're fighting.
Now we're fighting.
And
it's not because of them, and it's not because of you. It's
It's
somebody else.
Somebody else who put the wrong shit on clearance.
Who? What were you trying to get?
So the first thing that I got a dress at Eden Sky.
Okay.
They immediately honored it.
Oh, that was nice of them.
Yeah, like the girl was like, "Oh yeah, it was put on that rack. I don't know if like it was supposed to, but yeah, because let me tell you something. That dress, it was going to be 64. I got it for 20. So it's
Really?
like that's a different.
When did you get this?
I like a week ago.
Oh,
Yeah.
Have I seen this in a dress?
No.
Oh.
So like that's a $45 difference. I'm not gonna pay full price if I
No.
thought I was paying 20. That's ridiculous.
No. Yeah.
The next thing, I go in and get myself a new quilt for my bed. And it has a clearance tag on it. Like, on it. And the woman says it's not on clearance. And I go, but the stickers are on it. Like, the stickers are on it.
Yeah.
She was like, yeah, but it doesn't have a % sign. It just says clearance. I was like, well, can we figure out a percentage?
What's the percentage?
So she was really, really nice. Instead of, she couldn't give me a discount on the item itself, but she gave me a discount on my whole purchase, which ended up saving me about the same that I would have
Not
saved
bad.
on it anyway.
Okay.
So, but the thing is, it's like I don't want to get up to the register and debate with anybody on what the price
Yeah, we're not
of something
bartering.
should be.
This isn't a tag
You know what I
sale.
mean? And
Yeah.
it makes me feel like a jerk
like
when
a
I have
cheapo.
like a cheapo, you know,
Yeah.
white bitch who's getting up there and being like, oh no, this is what I'm supposed to pay. But it's like, I mean, if it's a $40 difference, that's a big difference.
Yeah. No, I know. It's the worst because whenever someone is coming off as a cheapo, it's like, well, should you really be shopping anyway if you're a cheapo?
And it's like, let me tell you something. I don't pay for anything
Full price.
No.
You get everything on sale.
It doesn't even matter if I could afford it the full price. I don't want to pay that.
No.
I don't want to pay that.
No.
What's the point?
It's
Especially on my
not.
clothing. It's going to be out of style within 2 years. I'm going to wear it for the next 10 anyway. But
I'm not paying full price.
I'm not paying full price.
Oh, I'll
No.
be damned. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I'm sorry that happened to you.
It's okay. I have beef with it, you know.
Yeah. Yep. Okay. Hen house?
Yep.
All right. The topic this week was plastic surgery. Do
Yes.
you want to go first?
Sure.
Okay.
This is a monologue.
Okay.
Larissa, yes, my 14-year-old. Yeah. Well, she said to me, Mom, you'd look a lot better with a bit of Botox and some filler. Maybe fix your nose and your face won't look so asymmetrical. And without thinking, I did say, oh, and what? You think you're so pretty. So perhaps that was the wrong thing to say. And I get that. But my feelings were a little hurt. I mean, who says that to their mom? You know, I do understand she came to you. And you're doing a lovely job as a school therapist to call me in here. I'm sorry that you caught her drawing injection points and incision lines on her own face.
Oh.
I will talk to her about that. You said on her forehead. That's just interesting. I always thought she could use more work on her jawline. But, okay. Well, to be honest with you, I can't stay for too long. I do have a consultation with Dr. Chan at 1:30 just to see if perhaps my daughter is onto something here with this asymmetrical thing. I mean, she might be a bitch, but she probably has a point. So, are we good?
Oh, my goodness. Attitude this shitty mom has.
No kidding.
Interesting. That was good. Yeah. I would
Thank you.
believe that there's probably been conversations like that in Beverly Hills.
Absolutely.
Definitely.
Without a doubt in my mind.
I went to Beverly Center and there was a 13-year-old with a nose job.
Really?
Oh, yeah. Yeah. She couldn't have weighed more than 100 pounds.
Oh, let me guess. What did they blame it on? Did they blame it on
Rhinoplasty is what they
No,
normally
but they
do. Deviated
Yeah.
septum.
Let me guess. Deviated septum, kid. Wink at the mom.
Yeah.
Fucking fuck out of here. They're ridiculous.
How many deviant septums do we have? Okay. Hi, my name is Betty Lynn. I am writing to you from my cabin in Wisconsin. You see, I am hideous, and I am looking for a doctor to fix my nose, cheeks, forehead, tits, ass, lips, stomach, etc. My husband tucked me away in this cabin in 2003. I miss him, but he said it was for the best. I have been sending letters for 20 years and really need to get this done. By the way, I must warn you, my ass is where my tits are, my nose where my stomach is. I am like a Mr. Potato Head gone wrong, so I expect this to be a nightmare procedure. Anyways, would love to hear back.
What is wrong with the two of us?
I don't know.
What is
I don't know.
You could write anything.
Anything
intelligent, and you just go, what if her ass is where her tits are, and her tits are where her ass is supposed to be?
Well, I was like, how could you be that ugly? And then I was like, if everything was discombobulated, then I would imagine she'd be pretty hideous.
Yeah. Well,
this has been another episode of Night Coop. You can follow at This Is Kelly Ryan
and at I Am Allie Ryan
or Night Coop Podcast. Please give us a 5-star review if you have the time. Also, we read all your comments on YouTube and
we read everything.
We read everything. So
we're keeping up.
I don't know if you guys have noticed, but on our Instagram, we often post the best comments of the week or whatever it might be. So leave some good ones. Let's get this convo started, you know?
That's right.
Oh, we also want to end on one thing quickly. We have been told that France does not suck, and
we need to give it another shot.
We need to give it another shot. So for all you French lovers out
Advocates.
there, we are hearing you. We listen, and you know what? All I want is a parfait? What do they have there? Baguette. Love a baguette.
Love a baguette.
Love
really
a baguette.
Do.
Yes.
Really do.
Love a mustache.
Probably the animosity stems from taking French in high school and being absolutely horrific at it.
That must be it.
All right. We'll be seeing you.
Bye-bye. Bye.